wanted to continue talking about AI today. In our last video, I explained how 4 years ago, I explained AI to 5-year-olds. Now I wanted to use some of the tools that came out over the last few years to explain AI. And for just as a little bit of a recap, AI really learns from data. It's not magic. It learns from lots and lots of examples. And so what certain companies did, one example is OpenAI, is they came up with a tool that takes lots and lots and lots of text from all over the web and can learn from that. And now it can generate all sorts of, do anything really with text, create new text, finish your sentences, answer questions. And I wanted to show an example, since that's, I think, one of my—
Write my paper for me. Can it grade my work?
It could. I don't know if you wanted to, but it could. And that is a problem also as a professor. Your students could be getting it to help them write their papers.
Yeah, that's true.
So if I were teaching 5-year-olds today, I think I would use some of these tools. So I'm going to share my screen. And right before we got on this call, I decided to use GPT-3 from OpenAI. And I asked it this question. It replies. You can see the green text is its response. I said, what's a good name for a YouTube channel for adults?
Hey, that's a good question.
I thought you would like this question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It came up with coding twins, ironically, because that's what you want to be our name.
So a good name for a YouTube channel for adult female identical twins who teach kids about coding and technology. Coding twins, that was our original name.
Exactly. I thought you would like this example. And you can try again. You don't always get the same thing if you ask it twice, because it's learning on the fly from all of this data. And so let's see what we get. So now this is something I have no idea what we're going to get.
For the viewers, why didn't we choose coding twins? I really like that. And that was because it was taken. So we were looking for unique names for our channel.
And let's say we took away the word coding. I'm just curious, I'm playing here now. For twins who teach kids about technology, do you think we'll still get coding twins?
And it's not only kids. We can teach adults as well. So, you know.
So for kids who teach people?
Yeah, let's try. Let's try different things. I mean.
Okay. 2 girls, 1 tech.
Interesting.
We never thought of that one. Yeah, so I actually like to use this tool as a brainstorming partner if I'm thinking about things and I want some ideas. Even if you don't use 2 girls, 1 tech, you'll decide, oh, 2 girls love tech, and it can help you just spark some, your own creativity. It's almost like brainstorming with another human sometimes. And all it's doing, and it doesn't only answer questions, it can finish my sentence for me.
I can finish your sentence for you. We're twins.
Basically like having a twin.
Yes.
But a twin who knows everything that's on the entire internet, which you don't.
Yeah, I don't know that, but I do know everything that's in us.
And so I do think this is another useful way to teach kids technology. And I've tried it actually. They also recently came out with a text to image tool called Dolly. And there's others. I have Stable Diffusion, Midjourney. There's plenty of them. Crayon. And what they do is you can give it a few words and it will create an image. And what it does is it's found lots and lots and lots of images on the web. And it'll create a new image that doesn't exist yet, but it learns from all those images. So I tried this with my daughter, and she first immediately said, okay, I want to find a 9-year-old girl with freckles and red hair, and got back a whole bunch of pictures. But guess what my son asked for? Not that.
Not to be a 9-year-old girl with red hair and freckles? I'm surprised.
A realistic looking zombie. Let's see if we get a good image for that. And this is how I explain to them AI now, because these tools now exist. This just was created in April. Okay, this isn't that realistic, but it is kind of cool. And you can use some of these tools. This one costs money. There's others. Stable Diffusion is free, but there's also some tools. This one will stop you from generating certain images that maybe you should not be generating, and other tools may not do that.
So it's just generating it based on what? From the
word. It knows, let's say, zombies, and it has all these images of zombies. It understands, it has other images with the word realistic, and so it kind of figured out what realistic means, and then it generates
Random.
the image for you. What would you like me to try to show I'm not?
Twin girls teaching tech.
Oh, we're gonna have a new image for our site.
That can be our image.
I like the way you think.
Mhm.
Why are they kids?
Oh man,
They're
because we
girls,
said
not
girls.
women.
What about twin women? Twin women. We're not girls. The interesting thing is if you took out women and just said twins, I wonder if it would be more males.
Oh, for sure. And
Like if they assume because of tech that it's male, or twin because it can be either. That's what I'd be curious
that
about.
is something that OpenAI is working on. A lot of their first images did have this bias. You asked for lawyers, you got images of men. You asked for flight attendant, you got images of
Oh,
women. But
oh,
this
is
is
it?
something they're purposely
It's
working
half.
on.
Look.
Oh, 2 and 2. I think it's because if you had done this when they first released this in April, you probably would not have gotten an equal. It is something they're actively working on, which is also why I like to use Dolly over something like Stable Diffusion, even though this is actually free. So let's try the same text. What was our text here?
Twins teaching tech.
All right. You can see I was playing with elves before, but let's generate twins teaching tech. Here you might get something, I would guess, a little more biased because they're free, but they're also not working on that. This is a little slow because I didn't pay for it. If you pay, you can go do it in a place that's much faster. We'll have to make conversation while we wait for the image.
We have to chat. That I can't chat with you. What are we going to talk about? Just kidding. I can't chat with you while we're being recorded. I've lots to chat with you.
So we can go into Dolly if there anything else you want to do in the meantime and come back to it. If you wanted an image of anything else.
Let's see. What do I need?
And I should also add there are still issues like people who are upset because they're let's say it trains it on images that artists created that are copyrighted. And so there's a lot of open questions about even though OpenAI tells you you own these images, is this really okay? And so that is still an open question.
And I thought of a good idea while you were talking. We can do that. You make both your kids happy. What about a red-headed, freckled, what was it, zombie?
Okay.
I'm trying to combine both your kids' responses. My brain works funny. Oh, we got it. Show this video to them.
They're gonna love this. Oh,
we did it. Let's see. Twin. Oh, it is
boy and a girl twin. That's
yes.
New. We haven't gotten that before. Boy, girl twins, and somebody with a weird head.
No, it's just the angle of holding the computer, maybe. And it's hard to tell.
Yeah, so because this is AI, it makes mistakes. It's not perfect, and so sometimes it's generating an image on the fly, so it doesn't know what a person is. So I think it is a person with a laptop head.
Really weird.
That got generated by accident, but it's good. They give you 4 images, so you can choose. Is this the one for twins teaching tech, or this one? But I actually kind of like this one. The only problem is obviously if we were using it for our own site, it would make sense to us.
What?
For our own site, it would make sense to use an image of us.
Oh yeah, but this is just for fun.
But these kids actually don't exist. This is an image that just got generated automatically.
So those faces aren't real faces of actual people.
These are not real people. It's creating an image that does not exist, but it learned from images that it's seen before how to create that. And that's why I'm sure it never saw a person with a laptop head. But it makes mistakes. It's AI, and there's going to be even probably within every picture you could find mistakes if you look at it. Like this one, I don't know why there's some shading thing going on over here. This one's missing a finger, I think.
Yeah, some of the laptop also in the first one in their hand, and there's not like what is it that he's holding in his hand near the laptop?
Yeah, the hand's like a little odd.
Yeah,
but so if you look closely, usually you at least today, and you could tell some of these are generated by AI, but they're going to get better. These tools were just released this year, so you could imagine in a couple of years from now how much better these tools will get. And also for somebody who can't create images at all, is not good at designing these are still very, very useful, even if you might have to like tweak it a little bit or crop something here or there. So it's pretty remarkable how far we've come with AI.